this. As if you need to remind God of your existence so that He will shower on you. I tell you, all you need to do is feel continued gratitude towards Him, that's all. He is always showering on you. It is not that He sees you in trouble and then decides to bail you out, or sees that you are all right and therefore ignores you. All these are our own conditionings that we project on God and try to read. All these are what society has taught us from a very young age. The concept of gratitude has become so distorted among us. We feel that gratitude is something we have to feel when we are brought out of deep trouble, or when someone goes out of his way in caring or sharing. This is the most ridiculous belief taught to us. I tell you, simply enter into the temple with a feeling of gratitude. Stand before every deity with deep thankfulness and leave the temple with that same mood. That is enough. The rest will be taken care of. This is the ultimate prayer. Gratitude is the ultimate puja or offering. While you are here these few days, use the time effectively to experience what I am saying. Just allow gratitude to take root in these 7 days. And when you are away from the outer world, open up and allow yourself to flower. This is a rare opportunity for you. This is a chance for you to transform. Don't miss it. Create that new inner space in you, which will go with you when you leave this place. You see, the problem is, we're always trying to reach God through our heads. You can never reach God through your head. If you simply drop your head, you will automatically function through your heart and discover that you need not even reach out to Him. He's already there in you. God is already there inside you. With your head, you will always seek outside, and you can never find God outside. With your head, you will be looking for reasons to feel grateful. But when you move from your head to your heart, a whole new space will open out for you, and you will realize that you always knew, and that it was your mind which was causing all the havoc and not letting you realize it. When you operate from your heart, you are always in gratitude. Do we ever say mind-felt gratitude? No. We always say heartfelt gratitude, is it not? Next you will ask, how do we move from our head to our heart, Swamiji? Just be aware of your head, that is enough. Only because you are unaware of your head, you allow it to function in an undisturbed fashion, in a mechanical fashion. Once you become aware of your head, you will be able to drop it. Gratitude is not any virtue. It has to be your very attitude. You need nothing more than this to feel yourself tuning in with existence. When you feel only gratitude, you can tune yourself beautifully to existence, and then existence will reveal itself to you in all its magical splendor. All you need to do is then sit back and enjoy. Let me explain to you what I mean by tuning. We all know how the radio works, don't we? All right. The same radio, without any change in its physical form, can be connected to many radio stations airing different programs, is it not? Now, while you are listening to a particular station, if there are any disturbances or crosstalk, what do? We fine-tune it, isn't it? To listen more clearly to any one station, we fine-tune it. That's all we need to do. Now just apply the same concept to tuning ourselves to existence. There are thousands of programs happening around us. Whatever we tune ourselves to, that we will experience. Now tuning to any one program is purely your own choice. Anyone objecting to this? No. You have the freedom to choose the program you wish to listen to. Am I right? In the same way, if you choose to tune yourself with the chaos that is created around you by human minds, you will become chaotic. You'll be caught in the never-ending whirlpool of worry, discontent, dilemma and whatnot. Whereas, when you choose to tune yourself with existence, with the central chord that is running through this whole show, you have caught the right thread in all the chaos that is around you. And you'll be free from all these emotions, I can assure you. You'll be a beautiful flower that blossoms with a fragrance. With the earlier emotions, life will seem like an eternal state of discontentment. With the latter, life will become like music, the very language of existence, and you will only enjoy with gratitude all the time. The more you fine-tune yourself with existence, the more ecstatic your life will be. Discontentment will pull you down. It will make you heavy and miserable. But on the other hand, gratitude and the fulfillment that comes along with it will make you light and blissful. We all feel discontented because we take things for granted. When you take things for granted, you miss a lot. And nothing can make you happy or joyful. I tell you, never take anything for granted. Listen to the small story. A beggar stopped a man on the road and asked him, 2 years back, you used to give me 20 rupees. Last year, fully you gave me only 10 rupees. And now for the past few months, you are giving me only 2 rupees. Why? The man replied, first I was a bachelor. Then I got married. And now I have a baby. That's why. The beggar cried, what? You are using my money to run your family? The beggar says, you are using my money to run your family. Actually, many of us think that it is our birthright to expect another person to keep providing for us and our needs. And we simply take them for granted, isn't it? We don't realize what deep ignorance we are in when we are with this kind of an attitude. We are not even aware that we are totally lacking when we are in this way. This whole attitude has to undergo a radical change. Even your own father or mother or husband or wife should never be taken for granted. One day a man came home from work to find his wife in a terrible mood. She screamed to him, I finally managed to train up the maid to do all the work in the house, and now she has quit. The man asked sympathetically, for what reason, dear? She replied, well, you are the reason. She claims that you spoke so rudely to her over the telephone that she felt she needed to guard her self-respect and therefore she quit. The man was baffled and blurted, but I thought I was talking to you. We always take relationships for granted and get into complications because of that. Learn to treat every individual as a part of the whole and feel gratitude towards him or her. Then you will never take anyone for granted. You will then worship and respect everyone for being a part of existence. When you don't take things for granted, you will count your blessings. You will sit and analyze. You will realize that we always count what we have not received. However much we are showered, we are not happy because we are thinking about the things that have not yet reached us. Imagine if you had to sit down and make a list of the things that you feel have been showered on you in life. You can start the list with your own eyes. As I said earlier, there are so many people who have not been blessed with eyesight. Can you even imagine what will happen if you woke up one day and realized that you have turned blind? You will not even be able to get out of your bed and go to the bathroom. Every task that you performed thanklessly earlier will demand all your effort for it now. Anyway, if you start writing a list that you have been given in life, it will be a very long list. Once you finish this list, write down a list of the things that you feel you have not been given. This will also be a long list, a very long list actually. The list will probably start with a Benz car and end up being longer than the Benz car itself.